For the sixth time this season, people along the Gulf Coast are preparing for another menacing storm.
Hurricane Delta is threatening a region already exhausted from an active hurricane season. Let's check in with meteorologist Eric Kostriva in the Weather Center for the latest on its path. Eric.
Yeah, guys, and for the second time ever, we are stretching into the Greek alphabet right now as we are at Delta. We've already been through 3 named storms through the Greek alphabet. We're on number 4, and this is Hurricane Delta, which is now a major hurricane continuing to approach the Louisiana coast. We put the radar over the satellite, and you can see some of those outer bands already impacting the Louisiana coastline. Most of the same locations that were impacted by Hurricane Laura just 6 weeks ago are going to have the same threat from Hurricane Delta tonight into Saturday. Now, this is likely going to make landfall as we head towards this evening. Still a major hurricane category 3 storm, winds sustained 120, gusts to 150 miles per hour. It's moving to the north at 12 miles per hour. So the flood potential with this storm is a little bit lower because of how quickly it is moving, but it's still going to have flooding rainfall for those along its path. Now, it will likely start to curve a little bit more towards the northeast with time, becoming a category 2 storm. So it's going to weaken a little bit before it makes landfall, but will still be a very strong hurricane as it does so later this evening. By 1 o'clock, that center of the storm is already approaching the Louisiana coastline, and we do have those tropical storm warnings and also hurricane warnings in effect. It will likely weaken to a tropical storm by early Saturday morning, eventually becoming a tropical depression, and this storm could actually make it far enough to the north to bring us some cloud cover from it and maybe even an isolated shower as we head towards Sunday. Now, one of the things that's very surprising with this storm is just how close it's going to move within comparison to Hurricane Laura and where its track took it. Now, the landfall between Hurricane Laura and the forecast for Delta, only about a 15-mile span along the Louisiana coastline, which is going to bring some of those devastating impacts to the same spots that we're dealing with Laura just 6 weeks ago. And the state of Louisiana has actually been through 5 named storms so far this year, including Delta. We've been through Marco, Cristobal, which actually gave us some severe weather here in West Michigan. Cristobal made it all the way up into portions of Wisconsin in the Upper Peninsula, and it combined with some of the warmer air here in West Michigan during the summer months to bring us some severe weather during that day when it made it all the way up. But it also had Beta moving through portions of Louisiana, and now Delta, which we are, again, through number 4 in the tropical cyclone names for the Greek alphabet. The furthest we've made it through the Greek alphabet in a season in 2005 was Zeta, so we are not very far away from that. Just 2 named storms before we make it to a record-setting year here in 2020.